So I want to take you all through my blushes. I'm going to give you guys swatches, talk about them individually. Most of them are in here. There's a few other powder things here, but this is how my blush drawer looks. I got this thing from the Cosmetic Archive, which I love, love, love this thing. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm individually going to go through all of these. Okay, I have them all out on my bed, and I'm going to sit here comfortably and swatch them all for you. I think this will be so fun. Does anybody else love to just sit and swatch their stuff? Because I do. Okay, let's start out strong with probably one of my favorite blushes, definitely top 5. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop and Peach Pop. It's so hard to say. Look at that beautiful flower on there. This comes off really like pretty peach pink. It's so pretty, and it's got a slight sheen on it, so it gives you a really pretty glow. So love, love, love that one. Here's another like orangey type color that I love. So this is MAC. I think this is discontinued. I bought it at a CCO. This is Autoerotic. And another one that I just love. This one's a little more orange than the Peach Pop. It's right there. But I do love that one. Next one I have in here is my only other MAC blush. This is in Breath of Plum. I feel like this is an old school one. Everybody knows what this one is. You can see it there. It's a little more cool toned, more plum, purple. Love that one as well. Here's another one that's pretty similar, I think. Maybe not. This one's maybe a little bit lighter. This is Urban Decay's Afterglow in Fetish. And let me find it. It's a little, it doesn't feel quite as smooth. It feels a little chalky, but I do really like that blush. It's just a really good light natural blush. I wore that one a lot to work when I would wear cool tone shadows, and I like that packaging too. I think it's really pretty. This next one is Chanel Jersey. This is, I think, the newest blush to my collection. It's just a really pretty nude blush, but it has this beautiful sheen. It almost looks like there's like glitter in it, but it's really just the it's like a really pretty sheen. So I love wearing this whenever I'm wearing a little more dramatic eyes, because it doesn't show up with like a ton of color, but it's just this beautiful sheen. It's like your cheeks but better, and it's really beautiful. It's more of like a bronze shade. It doesn't look like something that would look good on fair skin, but it does. It's so pretty. And then I have this Anastasia Trio. This is the one in Pink Passion. And I really don't use this one that much. Let me see where like that one's really bright. And then this middle one is a cool tone pink, which I normally like those colors. And this one down here it's pretty. It's just, I don't know if it's just a little meh. It's just a pink. It's just like a regular pink. So there they are right there. I just don't use them that much, but I do like the packaging on this, and it is great to travel with, but I just don't use it that much. And then the last one in this row is a Dior blush. It's one of the older ones that I have. I don't even know if they still have this. It's in Pink in Love, and it's like two-toned. I like broke it and kind of shattered it, so I have a little bit of pan. I don't know that this one performs as well as it used to, because it's like 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, but I still love it. Just, I don't know, it brings back good memories. I went to a Dior counter after I'd had my first child, and it was like my first night going out, and I bought like a whole face of Dior stuff. I mean, I think I spent like $300 or $400 at the Dior counter, but I got this, and I think this is the only thing I've left from that little trip. So it's nostalgia, and I don't know, I'd like to like try to use it up, but I don't know, I don't see me ever like getting rid of this. I just may need to stop using it. Okay, starting out in the second row, I have 2 little Tarte blushes that I got from sets or birthday gifts. This one we all have. It's the Party one. I do like it. I feel like these don't swatch that well, or maybe they do, but they are really pretty. So I like that one. And then this one's in Ornate, and it seems to be a little bit brighter. It's a little more orange, pinky, peachy. But those are really pretty, and they're great to travel with because they're nice packaging, but they're small. And then I love this blush, this Too Faced, and this is their Love Flush in Love Hangover. And I wish I bought more in this formula, mainly because I love the packaging. But I love this blush, and I bought it for my sister as well. Look how cute the embossment is. It's like little bunnies. And I love the way it looks on her, so it always, every time I see her with it, I'm like, I need to wear that more often. But they're really pigmented, and they're just beautiful. They're really pretty. Now we're coming up on some of my favorite blushes. These are Nars, and I have to say, I think this is my favorite blush of all time, and this is in Deep Throat, which is a terrible name. It is a like peachy pink with a little bit of shimmer, and it's buildable. Like, it's not a one that just, like, I don't know, like just adds a ton of pigment to your skin. There's a beautiful sheen. It just looks good with so much. I love that, and I love Nars packaging. Let's see, the next one is in Amore. I don't use this one quite as much. I like using it more in the winter time, fall and winter. It's more of a, it's a little bit deeper, and I don't know, it just seems to have a little more like rosy pink to it. So I don't know, like, it's hard to describe that. It's just like a pink, but it is really pretty, but you can see it is quite a bit darker there. And then this is Sin. I just got this. I had a sample of this a while back and loved it. This is so unique. It is like a purplish, brownish, like, and it has like gold, like a gold shift to it. So I don't know if it's going to show up here, but it is so pretty. You can see it there. And it's pretty thick. I mean, these swatches on my arm obviously are not what it's going to look like on your face, but I just want to give you a little bit of an idea. Then I have Dolce Vita, and this is one that is probably my favorite in the winter and fall time. Gosh, that's not even showing up on my arm, but it's really beautiful on the skin. I feel like it's something that doesn't like overtake your skin, and it just looks like a really pretty flush, like it's kind of like terracotta. And I like wearing this when I wear red lips, which seems a little crazy, but when you sheer it out, it's really pretty. It just looks a little more natural, but it's not like you're wearing a pink blush with a red lip. Like, it's a little more of this like terracotta brown. So that one's really pretty. That is Dolce Vita. And then, or Dolce Vita? No, Dolce Vita. And then I have Nars Bumpy Ride. This is my least favorite of all of them. I don't know if it's going to come off on camera, but it's super bright. It's a really bright pink, and I don't know, it's more of a pink. There's like not any peachiness to it. It's just more of a like a bright like coral pink. Can you even see it there? I don't know. Anyway, it's not my favorite. It's not bad. It's just not my favorite. And I love these Nars blushes, so they're really good. Now for my first drugstore blush of this bunch. You can tell I prefer higher end or luxury brands for blush, just because I want something that's going to last a long time, and drugstore blushes don't always. So this is the Milani in Awakening Rose, and it's a little more like brown with like some gold reflex, and it's unique to my collection. I don't feel like I have a lot that is like that shade. So it's one of those things that I would wear if I'm doing like, you know, a bit of a smoky eye, like something like a pink is not going to look good with, you know, if I'm trying to do a sultry deep look. I want to have something that's a little more closer to like a skin tone or a bronzy color, so I sheared it out a little bit there so you could see what it looks like. And then I have this Charlotte Tilbury blush, and this is the Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in Love Glow. It's the nipple blush, as everybody knows it, because that's what it looks like. I thought I was going to like this a lot more than I did. I find that I don't use it much. It's not, the color's fine. It's really light. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it much, but it has a sheen, like a really strong, like golden pink sheen. And I feel like it just, like I have texture on my face, so I don't love that. You can't even really see that. But there it is. I don't know how much you're going to be able to see it, but I don't know. It's not my favorite, but I love the packaging. Okay, next up is one of my favorite blushes of all time, and I'm so sad that they discontinued these, or they changed up the packaging, the formula. This is by NYX, and this was in the shade Mauve, or is in the shade Mauve. So you can see it's like that like quilted type pattern, and I just think this color looks so good on my skin and lasts all day. So I love that blush so much. I'm going to be so sad when I use it all up, because I'll use it up. And then I have this little sample of the Nars Gulu. I don't use this one all that often. It is something that I use more in like the fall and winter. It's a little more like purpley, rose tone, so it is pretty though. I just don't wear it that often. And then I've got this little baby Becca one that I got in a set for Christmas in Camilla, and it's a really pretty, really shimmery pink, but I don't know, I really like this one. Like, it's shimmery, but it's just such a pretty pink. Then we have a little Laura Mercier blush. I love how small and compact this packaging is. This is in Lotus Pink, and it is so bright and pretty, and it's intense. Like, you have to be careful because this one is super pigmented, as you can see, but it is so pretty. So I love that one. I feel like I just look vibrant when I wear that one. Then I have this Duo by Makeup Forever. Would highly suggest getting this. I think it's like $22, but you get a highlight, which is a gold highlight, and then this this blush. I don't know what the numbers are on this, but you can find this on Sephora. It's the only one of its kind. But I don't know. I feel like this is such a pretty, like mauve-y pink. There it is. It's just so pretty, and it's pigmented, but it doesn't look like too much, but it's like you look like you have blush on. And then just for fun, I'll swatch that highlight just so you can see what it looks like. It's really not great for my skin, but gosh, that is really pretty. So maybe I should wear that as an eyeshadow. That would be a really pretty eyeshadow. This next one is this Lorac blush. I feel like this is just a good everyday blush. It is the Buildable Blush Matte in Spectra. And it's just a plain, like, your everyday pink, but it's, you know, it's like just a good, like, buildable, it lasts a long time. The packaging is, like, really simple. It's like this little magnetic, I don't know, it's just a really good blush. Oh, and then back here, this isn't all blush. I do have some highlights back here, which I guess I could go through, but this isn't all my highlights, so I probably won't. I have the Wet n Wild in Precious Petals, the Becca in Champagne Pop, and then the Mary Luminizer back here. But I feel like you guys have seen all those before. I do have this Nude Sticks, and it's a lip and cheek pencil in Kiss. I'm still trying to figure out if I like this. It is, I don't know, it's okay. I didn't really like it on my lips so much, so I don't know, and as a blush, I mean, there it is. I don't know, I may give that one away. It's a little too dry for me to like having as a cream blush, so I don't know. It's not blending in super well there. And then I have a ton of blush palettes or blushes that don't fit in that, or blushes that are part of like an eyeshadow palette. So we'll get started in these. This one I just got for Christmas, and I actually really like this thing. I think I got it for like $9. It's from, is it Bare Minerals? Yeah, Bare Minerals Northern Lights Nude, and the blush in here is called Strike a Rose. And you can see what it looks like there. I thought this was a little different than what I'd had, and I'd heard that these blushes were pretty good. I'm guessing there's probably other things in my collection that look like that, but I really like it together, and it's got two like cool tone, like grayish taupe colors there, so I like that little set. I think they still have it, and you could probably find it on sale. This guy will not fit in those slots. It's too thick because Physicians Formula packaging is ridiculous. Like, they give it big enough for you to have like a applicator and a mirror in here, but who uses that? I don't know. But anyway, this is I think it's their Happy Booster. I don't even think they have this anymore, but it's a natural. I can't get rid of it because it's pretty, and I do think it looks good. I mean, it's so cute. It has little hearts on it. It's not as pigmented as other blushes, but you can build it up. It's not bad. And then I also have a Physicians Formula Butter Blush, and this is in Vintage Rouge. I love the way these smell. This one's more of a natural color, but I do use it, and I do like it. It's just, I feel like when I want like a basic blush, I go to this. You can hardly tell, but it does look pretty good on the cheeks if you have fair skin like I do. And I feel like it does last on the skin. This California blush by Benefit also does not fit in my little organizer, so I have it out. I mainly like this one just because of the box and the print. I mean, it is totally one that, oh my gosh, that's so pigmented. It's totally one that, I just put that over top of the Butter Blush one because I couldn't tell that there was even a swatch there. But look how bright that is. Like, it's more bright in person than it's coming off on the camera, but it's so pretty. It's like a peachy pink. So I do really like that one, but honestly, I feel like it's so similar to this Clinique Peach Pop one, but if I had to pick which one, I think I'd pick the Clinique one over this one, just as far as how they look on the skin. But swatched out, it's hard to beat that one. That one's so pretty as a swatch. And then I have this Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a palette. This one is in Beauty Glow, and I don't know what shade these are, but these are the, like, they're supposed to be Swish and Pop, so these are two blushes in the middle. I love them together. Oops, like mixing them together. I just think that they are so pretty. One is like a brown with like a gold shift, and then, well, that's really kind of the same one. And then the pink, let me put the pink over top of that so you can see what it looks like. I don't know, you can't really tell too much, but it's really pretty. It looks good together. It looks good with this look. So I really like that. I love this thing. This thing has been something that I've used so much. Then I have this Sleek, this is a Blush by 3 palette in Rekindling, and it has 3 blushes. This one in the middle is a cream blush. This is more of a blush topper, and then this is like a darker blush. So I actually like to mix these two. It actually looks a little more like Nars Orgasm. So here's that bright like coral one, if you can see that. And then here is the like cream one, and then I'll put that the shimmery one over top of it so you can see what that looks like. But I do really like it, mostly for these two together. I just don't find that I reach for it that often. But if you are a lady on a budget looking for a good blush from the drugstore, or if you just want to try Sleek, I do really like this. I tried an eyeshadow palette and didn't like it, but I did like this, and you can get it from Ulta. And I say lady on a budget because I am a lady on a budget now, but it's a good thing I've accumulated all these blushes in the past because I will not be buying anymore for a long time because I am on a budget. So this is the Tarte, and this is for the Bling It On. It was like a holiday palette. So you can see what that looks like there. And I'll give you swatches of these. I mainly use, I never use this one on the end because it's got glitter in it, but like I really like this one. Actually, you know what, I pretty much use these 4. So let's see, I don't know which one's which, but I'll show you what the palette as a whole looks like. So it's mainly like pinkish mauve. You've got your brighter pink here, you've got your baby pink, you've got kind of a more nude color, more of like a rosy tone, and then you've got one that's literally nothing but glitter. So I don't know, I love the packaging on this though. Like, come on, you can't pass up black glitter. It's so pretty and chic. Then I have this palette from The Balm. It's In the Balm of Your Hand, Volume 2. And I thought this would be like the perfect travel palette because you've got a highlight here, you've got a bronzer, some eyeshadows, and 3 different types of blushes, but I really haven't traveled with it much. So, and I honestly like keep forgetting about it. Like, is it an eyeshadow palette or is it a blush palette? Like, I don't know. So I do like it when I use these eyeshadows. I get so many compliments from them. I don't think these, the bronzer, the blush, or the highlight are the same formula as their full size, but I still think they're good. I'm going to give you swatches. They feel really, really dry, to be honest. So yeah, they're really dry. That one's not even showing up as a swatch. Yeah, I mean, it's not even showing up. So I would not suggest buying this. It's super dry. I would not suggest buying this necessarily. I don't know. I feel like there's better quality stuff out there. But now that I have it, I mean, I'll keep using it and I'll enjoy it, but it's just kind of it's a little disappointing. So not that long ago, everybody was talking about the Jouer blush duos. I bought the rose gold one, which has the shades Marigold and Rose Petal, and the packaging is really pretty. I think when you first look at it, it's really pretty, but it is way too shimmery for me. It's just, I mean, that is like a true gold. So, I don't know. I'm thinking I might sell that on Poshmark. I'm thinking I might sell this one on Poshmark. I don't know. It's just, it's way too shimmery. It's not, I don't know if it's glittery, maybe a little bit. It's just not my thing. I don't mind a little glow, but this is just a lot. It just doesn't look good on my cheeks. I have way too many bigger pores and texture to pull that off. Here is a palette that I do really love, and I don't know that they sell it anywhere. You may be able to find it at like a Nordstrom rack, but this is the Lorac Beauty and the Beast collection, and I love the packaging of this, and I think the colors are really pretty. These, I mean, they're so soft. And then there's like a gold, which I can't use. I mean, that is like straight gold. I don't know, you can kind of see it there. But I think these blushes, I mean, are they going to show up much? That one does. Yeah. I think they're so pretty. Like, you can kind of see that one there. It's really light. I mean, that color is really light, but it does build up, and it's really pretty. I do have fair skin. So, I find that I reach for this one down here the most. It's called See Beyond. But I really love this. I love the packaging. It's sleek. It's just a really good palette. Speaking of Lorac, I have their most recent blush palette. I think they did this one around the holidays. It's the Shine Bright Color Source and Light Source Cheek Palette. And it does have a mirror there, which is dirty. And then it has two highlights and then 4 blushes. And I have to be honest, I have not used this much at all. It has, I think some of these blushes are in their permanent collection. It has Aura, Technicolor, Blossom, Tea Rose, Bold Spirit, and Opalescent. And they are pretty pigmented. Yeah, they're super pigmented. Almost too pigmented, but I don't know. I need to try them out a little bit more. Can you even see me doing that? So there's that one. This one's really light. I doubt it's going to show up on the swatch. And honestly, I don't even know that I've used that one on my skin, like on my cheeks at all. And then let me give you a swatch of these two. Sorry, I have a wet wipe out here, so I'm trying to do it, but I don't want to do it with my hands wet. Ooh, that is so pretty. Why don't I ever use that? That is so pretty. I think that would be a really pretty highlight on me. It's like a pinkish gold. It's so pretty. I need to use this palette more. Those are really pretty. And the packaging is really pretty. So, yep, I'm going to go use that. I have to give my arm time to dry after I wipe it off with wet wipes along with my fingers. Look how red they are. Because I don't want it to be wet when I swatch it. So, okay, so I have 4 palettes left to look at. This one is the Urban Decay by Gwen Stefani palette. And my husband got me this for, I think, Valentine's Day. And so you can see there, I love this shade here, Cherry. It's a really light baby pink. Easy's pretty too. Those are mainly the only 2 blushes for me. And then you have like highlights or cheek toppers. So let me give you swatches of those. So there's the top row. It's like a light pink, and then there's more of a like rosy pink. And then there's the highlight, and then this one down at the bottom, I think is supposed to be a bronzer, but it is super like, I don't know, like kind of orangey. I don't think that would work for me. And then you're not even going to be able to tell what those are. So, a few highlights, but I do like this. I don't love it or use it as much as I should, but I hang on to it because it's something that my hubby got me, and I do like it. When I wear these shades, I do really like them. Okay, I have this palette, and it's one of the older ones that I have, but I really like it. It's the Tarte Showstopper Clay Palette, and it has a lot of different things in here. I'm kind of sad they stopped making these because I really liked them. It has 6 eyeshadows, a blush, a bronzer, and a highlight. I hate that highlight. It's so ugly, but I think this one's Park Avenue Princess. And then this blush, which it is really getting kind of gross. It's like really hard. It's like a true, like, kind of orange. It's like a peach color. It's actually a little more orange than peach. I don't know. It's starting to look really, really hard. So, and like almost chalky. So I have a feeling that is going bad, but I don't know. I love these eyeshadows over here, so I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't know. I had that one for a while. And then I have this other Tarte palette, and this is the Color Wheel, and this is one they did for the holidays. I want to say like the year before last, or maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember. So anyway, it has 8 blushes and 2 highlights. So I'll go through and swatch these just so you can see what the range looks like. I'll try to give you an up close. There's a lot of like really similar shades, and these are a little more different over here, but they're different finishes too. So yeah, it's really good. Let me give you swatches. Okay, there are the swatches. So you can see these are all like just varying shades of rose, and then you've got some like pink to down to like a peachy color. And then I've got 2 highlights on the end, which I don't even know if you're going to be able to tell. You can kind of see that one. Anyway, I think these are really pretty, and I do like these, and I like traveling with these because I've got like a shiny like peachy pink color, and then I've got like a pink, and then I've got different shades of like a pinkish mauve type, more cool toned, and then highlights as well. So I actually do travel with this one. It's a really good sturdy one to travel with. And then last but most certainly not least is what I have in my Z palette. And these are all from Makeup Geek, which I really like her blushes. So I think that they are reasonably priced. Each pan, which comes out and goes in magnetically, is I think like $10. So some of these on here are more used than others. There are 2 bronzers that are supposed to be for light skin. I really only ever used this one called Breakup. It's the cool tone porcelain one, but there's more of like a warm tone one. It's just a little too warm tone for me, but maybe in the summer I'll be able to pull that off. But I think that in this, I'm trying to think of which one. I use Spellbound a lot, and then this one here, which is Head Over Heels, which is like a cool toned pink, if you can tell. Yeah, I really, really like these a lot. I mean, they're so soft and smooth. You can kind of tell. My camera's flashing at me. What is it flashing? I'm going to hurry up and swatch these. This one is Spellbound. This one is Blind Date. This one is Cherish. I don't like this one quite as much. It's a little more like neutral, like kind of brown. It's kind of powdery. Not my favorite. It says I have 2 minutes left on my thing. This one's Promise Ring. I don't know that I've ever used that one. It's really, really cool toned. And then this one's Main Squeeze, which is a little more peachy pink. And these aren't even swatching that well. Like, you can hardly tell them. Yeah, they don't look great swatched, but they do look good on the face. So anyway, before my camera shoots off, I will say thank you for watching. These are swatches and reviews of all of my blushes, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!